Hello, welcome back to my page. Hamidi Lives in Me, and I would like to introduce to you all who do not know about my. This is my second book, and it's called "The Fallen Woman: Becoming God's Best." And I would like for it's being offered on Amazon.com, and this book is a book that comes speaks from the biblical perspective of what God expects of us as women. A lot of people may look uh, um, down on this book and say that it is too spiritual or too religious, but I feel that it is strictly what God expects of us as women. And I would like to read an excerpt from my book. And I will start in the beginning where I say a dedication to all my sisters, young and older, all over the world, who prayed after year, asking God, why am I still alone? To all my sisters who carry despair, unworthiness, hopelessness, a heavy heart that drags you down while waiting for Mr. Right. To all my sisters who walk with a countenance of sadness all over your face because being alone has you to the point of mental paralysis. To all my sisters whose future appears bleak, nothing appealing to your soul, losing all aspirations to go on. To all my sisters who believe having somebody is better than having nobody, which is a lie and beneath your calling from God. To all my sisters who sat in your home alone at night with tear-filled eyes, allowing bitterness to creep into your heart. To all my sisters who has believed for years you are unlovable, a failure, unworthy, and life just doesn't matter anymore. To all my sister who is currently in a relationship but feel alone with a man who avoid any emotional intimacy, choosing to hide behind his own insecurities. To all my sisters who is a victim of an unhealthy upbringing which left you wounded with low self-esteem, accepting lust instead of love to keep from being alone. To all my sisters who believes the only way to get a man is your body, not realizing your true worth. To all my sisters who is bowed down and crushed with afflictions of your past and present state. To all my sisters who are willing to sacrifice body, mind, and soul to remain in an intimate relationship with a man who refuses to marry you. To all my sisters who carry the muffled cries of your childhood issues buried beneath your silk dresses and designer bags. To all my sisters who were raped in the middle of the night in your bed that was supposed to be your safe haven and forgotten. To all my sisters who has been touched by many men, abused by life, mishandled and betrayed by other sisters. And to all my sisters who was betrayed by your girlfriend after sharing intimate details about your man finding him in her arms. To all my sisters who always want the man who just doesn't want you and wonder why is this. To all my sisters who gave yourself to a man who threw your love back in your face like it was trash, only to break your heart all over again. To all my sisters whose best girlfriend and roommate married a handsome, wonderful guy, and you struggle with feelings of jealousy, painful guilt. I know this is hard for some of us to own, to take ownership of, but I can truly say that I fall into this category on a couple of these things. Um, but I find myself where I'm really have gotten comfortable being alone, and have gotten out of these spaces. I no longer fall into any of these categories, but at one time it was I that fell into several of these. But the reason I write this book is for healing and to bring restoration to the women that find themselves in these situations, and to know that there is a God and He can wound all our afflictions, and He can bring us and lift us up out of our despair and out of the valleys that we find ourselves in. So you can check my book out. It's a lot more to read and to read and to find healing and restoration, rejuvenation, and revelation in my book. It's offered on Amazon.com. Thank you for coming to my page, and God bless you.